Hello everyone, it's me, Nancy Finch, doing tea with Nan on a Monday. Today I've got my Aquarius cup. It's very pretty, I love it. Lots of nice words on it to reaffirm that Aquariuses are. I hope everyone's okay and you've had a good week. It's lovely to be here. The sun is shining. I know it's a hot day. Everyone is really enjoying the sun at the moment. So if anyone's on here, just say hi. It'd be lovely to see you and give you a virtual hug, of course, because it's Monday and we love Monday hugs, don't we? So today's subject is all about Not Your Door. Now, the reason why I've calls it Not Your Door, the subject, is about trying too hard to push a metaphoric door open. So we've got two people watching so far. Hi everyone, whoever you are, happy Monday to you. It's lovely to see you here. I know that most people are out and about these days, so you might have to listen to this after. So, yes, I hope you're having a good Monday so far. I've got loads done. So, yeah, but today is all about not pushing your metaphoric door and not wasting your energy. So if anyone wants to know more about that, hang around and I'll tell you all about it. Say hi fast and I'll send you a hug. So, when the door doesn't open, well, if you think about it, a metaphoric door could be anything. It could be when you're trying really hard to make something happen. You know, you're forcing something to happen. You're forcing your door open. This is what we need to change. We need to change that attitude, because if we're trying too hard in something, then we are actually going to be wasting our energy. It's not good for you. It's not going to have a good outcome because you're forcing something. And when you're forcing something, it's very rare you're going to have a good result from it. It's much better to let something happen naturally and for something to be something that you feel is comfortable and easy to do. And that's the whole point. So, yeah. So most people do this when they're in relationships. You know, they try too hard in relationships. I hear a lot of my clients and friends say to me, I've tried really hard to get that person to listen to me, really hard to get through. It's really difficult for that person to respond. So they're doing all the work of trying to push this door open. When in actual fact, it'd be lovely if the door just swung open, metaphorically. So this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to, oh, hi, Chris. Nice to see you. Lovely that you're on here to join us. Lovely. Give yourself a virtual hug from me. So, as I say, not your door. Hi, Irene. Lovely to see you, darling. Are you okay? Hope you're enjoying the sun and hope Tigger's not too hot. Oh, it's lovely. Nice that you're joining me. If you've missed it already, the subject today is not your door. So basically, it's all about how we metaphorically try to push a door open. We try too hard to get a situation to go our way or to get a person to give us what we need. And quite often, as I say, in relationships, we want a person to give us what we're giving them. And that's kind of like codependency in a way, because it's not very healthy. It's much better if it's an equal thing, if it's something that you feel is easy and, you know, reciprocal. Basically, you're not having to try too hard with all your energy to push that door. So it's very hard work otherwise. Find it too hot staying in. Oh, I don't blame you, Irene. It's going to get hotter next week. I've had to get some fans in, won't we? I hope you stay well anyway and you don't get too hot. So, yeah. So when we try too hard, it could be in any situation, couldn't it? It could be in a relationship where you're trying to get that person to acknowledge you, to text back, to give you something that you need or you feel you need. And if they don't do that, you're trying harder. And that's only going to probably push them away or make the whole situation too tense. It isn't very good for them or you. So, but we don't know we're doing it, because sometimes we kind of grow up where we're in a relationship with our parents and we try too hard for them, then we simply transfer that over. So we're trying too hard to get them to acknowledge us or to reward us, or, you know, that kind of feeling can go on for years and years. So what we're trying to do here is to acknowledge when the door is hard to open and to not waste your energy, because when you're doing that, you're kind of, the whole situation is a little bit more toxic to you and others. So it's not good. So basically you can do it with a job as well. I mean, I used to do it all the time. I used to try too hard to make something work because I've invested in it. Hi, Julie. Nice to see you, darling. Virtual hug to you. Happy Monday. So I used to do it with a job. I did it with relationships as well, but I did it with a job. I remember I really wanted to be successful in this particular job I'd invested in. And I realised after a short time, I was really trying too hard. against what I really wanted inside, what my heart was telling me. And I was pushing that door. I was making sure all the energy and the determination to get that job done was there. But in actual fact, it was taking away my energy, and I wasn't really happy from it. So I should have acknowledged that the door was hard to open. And this is what the trick is, really imagining that anything that takes too much effort from you to try and make that result is a door that's not opening. As I say, people tend to sort of think it's got to be about relationships, and it could be about anything. But when you're trying too hard, it's just going to repel that person, or it's going to make the whole situation a lot more tense. And I hardly ever see any good results from that. So, I mean, it's good to be trying hard with yourself in a way that you can acknowledge what your best points are, and you try to improve upon them. But it's different when you're trying to make someone else do something. And it's kind of not very healthy for them, because they might just not be your door. So I made up a really nice thing about that. If a door doesn't open easily, then it's just not your door. If something doesn't happen easily, it's not your door. So the job might be the case, if the job's too hard to do and you find that you're always struggling, and the measurement of that is really low numbers, as I talked about Measure Up in one of my Tea with Nans, you can look it up, then it's not good for you, because you're compromised and you're doing all the work. And you'll find yourself to be exhausted. Your immune system might go down because of it. There's other areas of your chakras that will be affected by trying too hard, and the door's not opening. That can affect your confidence. And that would be this area here, the yellow of your body. Okay, hi Julie. Lovely to see you. Nice to see you. I hope you've got your cuppa ready and you're relaxing with me. So yeah, your yellow is affected here. Your central nervous system affected if that chakra is shut, and that's shut down from the lack of confidence, okay? If you find your confidence is affected by trying too hard in a relationship or a situation or a job or whatever, you're trying hard to make that work. Well, you're wasting your energy, as I say, but physically you're actually affecting that area. So your confidence will go down, you feel you haven't achieved. And then again, another area that will be affected will be the orange, this orange here, the sacral area. That will affect hormones, that will affect your mood. And that's because you're feeling a lack of self-worth. If you're waiting for that person to respond to you, for that door to open and you to get what you desire from that situation or relationship, then you are actually affecting your own worth. Because what we should be really doing is knowing our own worth and not worrying about whether the door opens or not, because it will open easily once you know your own worth. And I've got a couple of talks that go with this, so you can look them up if you want to on my website. So another area of the body, I've written them all down, is the indigo. That's this one here, the dark blue. Because this affects how you feel you trust yourself. This affects how you trust your feelings. And when you feel that door's not opening, you tend to question your own feelings. You test, you're sort of thinking, am I right about this? Am I perceiving this right? And of course, the last one to shut down is this one, because we overthink it. And a lot of people are guilty of this, where we overthink, like a dog chasing a tail, the same situation. How can I change this? How can I control it? How can I get what I want? And so it goes round and round. And of course, by the law of attraction, you're attracting more of that into your life. So if the door is difficult to open and you're not getting the response you want, or the text you want, or something's not happening that you want to happen, and you're trying too hard, you're affecting all those chakras. So you're not going to feel completely great here, or your solar plexus. You might just find you just don't feel happy because you're trying too hard. And you might be tired from that as well. And that can affect your immune system as well. So all those physical reasons why we should be acknowledging when the door is difficult to open. And that is something we can change, because it's really important just to stop and think to myself, I'm not going to take this personally. If the door doesn't open, there's lots of reasons why. We can assume that somebody doesn't like you, or someone hasn't responded, or a best friend hasn't been there, or whatever, and you're trying too hard. It's actually not personal if you don't get what you want. It's a really nice opportunity to not take it personally, but to actually think, what can I learn from this? What can I give myself that I'm not getting from the outside? It could be a question of self-value. It could be self-respect. It could be any number of things that you find you're not getting that you're acquiring from someone else. Maybe love. So basically, I've got a few Nan talks, as I say, that goes with this, and you can then evaluate that this situation, you know, with these talks. One of the talks I've got is Be Your Own Cake. And that's where you kind of find your own value. I'll talk about value a lot, because if you have value, then the energy that goes out from you, the vibe, will have other people valuing you as well. So therefore, the door might be easier to open because you value yourself. So Be Your Own Cake is providing your own happiness for yourself first. What can I give myself to make me happy? I used to have a little sign up on the wall saying, I give myself the things I need from others. That stopped me from trying too hard to people please, to get what I want from other people. So I stopped doing that as soon as I said to myself, I give myself the things I need from others. It's a lovely saying. And every time you find yourself trying to do that, just think, what can I do for me? And take that pressure off. Ah, thank you, John, my dear cousin. That's really nice of you to say that. But yeah, so that's a nice one, Be Your Own Cake. Another one I've got, which I've just thought about a minute ago, is this one. This is one I did, 10 Commandments of Self, okay? Because, by the way, Be Your Own Cake is in the orange section of my website. So if you go onto the Nan Talks, Little Chakra Man, click on the orange, it'll be there. And you can have a look at that. This one, though, is the 10 Commandments of Self, and that's in the purple section. So if you go to that one of the website, which is www.nancyfinch.co.uk, and you can also email me on nancyfinch@hotmail.co.uk if you have anything you want to ask. There's 10 Commandments of Self. Now, what I did with this, I made it up so I could have some kind of boundary with relationships and myself, with others, with the world. Thank you for the hearts, guys. So I made this up, and every year it changes. So you might think you want to trust yourself. Have a look at that, because I explain it in depth actually on that talk. And that will give you an idea of how perhaps you can have guidelines, like a framework of yourself. And the framework of yourself, ironically, with a mirror, is that you will have an idea of what will make you happy and what you'll take and what you'll not take. And this will help you to stop expecting or pushing the door when really it's not in your favour. On a soul level, you might have been ordering a different experience. So if you can think, well, everything's useful that you experience, everything's going to teach you something, then you'll be able to then measure what will really progress you on, take you on to a deeper, better place of happiness. So that actually helps, because it helps to remind you on a subconscious level as well what you really want in life and what you deserve. Okay, so then you perhaps won't try and push a situation. So you'll just let it happen naturally. And if it doesn't happen naturally, it's not your door. It's a really nice one, because it helps you not to take it personally, as I said. Another one of the things I'd like to share with you is the Tea with Nan. Now, they're different from the Nan Talks. The Nan Talks are more structural, they're more sort of exercises. But the Tea with Nans are what we're doing now. So I'm chatting to you and I'm suggesting things on a theme. I'm suggesting talks to back it up. So if you go to the Tea with Nan, you see the little drop bar, go to that and look up Be Your Own Sunshine. Thank you for the hearts. Be Your Own Sunshine is on the 31st of the 1st. And that is a really good way. Again, it's teaching you how to give yourself what you need from others, okay? And therefore, you're going to less likely be able to push that door, because you won't need to. You'll just expect the door to open. All the doors are open. How about that? Get some WD and put it on. And metaphorically, it's a really good idea just to keep thinking, am I trying too hard? Am I trying to get that person to give me attention? Am I trying to get affection from someone? Or am I trying too hard to, I don't know, in a job you don't like? It's not good for you, and you won't do it very well anyway. You've got to make sure that you really honour your heart's desires, and perhaps that little 10 Commandments will help you to know what those are. So going back to Tea with Nans, life's manure, very good. If you get a situation where you think, oh, this is hard work and I'm not getting this and this is rubbish, and it's a bit like that pile of manure, you know, it seems like it's not going to work and everything's rubbish. So basically, just for want of a better word, imagine you put your rubber gloves on and you're taking gifts out of that. And the gifts might be, you know, as I say, self-worth, self-value, self-respect, maybe courage to change your job, maybe courage to be on your own, maybe courage for, or other things similar, maybe self-trust. Those gifts are in there to change your life, and they make you evolve on all levels. They help you to stay well once you get your gifts. So have a look at that. And there was another one. Oh, yeah, as I say, Measure Up. That was on there as well, on the Tea with Nans. That's not too far away, but I didn't put it on my list, so I can't tell you the date. But have a look at that. Measure Up goes beautifully with Life's Manure. I do actually reference it in there. So have some fun listening to them. But think about it. Do you try too hard to make something happen? Are you trying too hard with a family member? Are you trying too hard in a relationship you'd like to have? Or in a relationship that you're in? Are you doing all the work? Are you trying to push that door open and make something happen? Because that's not going to work. It's going to exhaust you on a soul level, on a mental level, emotional level, and as we know, on a physical level, because that all connects, as you know. So, not to take it personally. Okay, your soul's ordered this experience of trying too hard. But at any point you can stop and measure it and think, no, I'm putting too much effort in here. That door should open easily. And if it doesn't, I'm just going to let it stay shut. And when you let it stay shut, you're in control. When you let it stay shut, you're grounded. And you just trust that the door that you're meant to be going through is going to be open. It's just going to open easily. And when it opens easily, how relaxed you're going to be when you walk through it. Hi Vicky, nice to see you, darling. It's lovely that you're here. I hope you're enjoying the sunshine, but not too hot. Yeah, so it's all lovely. Oh, thank you, Julie. She said I was inspiring. That's exactly what I'm hoping to be. I'm hoping that you can perhaps share this with your friends and family and influence someone and change their vibe. And, you know, as everyone develops themselves and helps themselves to be happy, everybody benefits. Hi, Nikki. Happy Monday to you, my darling. Virtual hug for you. Oh, it's lovely. So as everyone works on themselves, they're helping everyone around them because the vibe changes. You know, I remember being stressed and worried most of my life until I decided not to be. And I attracted situations then that helped me to continue to be stress-free. So what you develop in yourself, you'll help yourself to maintain. And that's going to be so good because then you change the vibe, as I say, you give out, you influence other people, as we've just heard, and collective consciousness, of course. I'm always going on about it. As you work on yourself, it's like the butterfly effect. You are affecting people everywhere, everywhere. They've all got a choice and a chance to grow and evolve. And so as we become more honest and more authentic and supportive to ourselves, we help others to do the same for themselves. So I think that's almost everything. Oh yes, there was one thing I forgot to mention. Because when you try to push the metaphoric door and you try to make something work, try to make that relationship work or that job or whatever you're doing, you're actually not at peace with yourself. And you need to be peaceful and you need to be clear-minded. And when you accept the door isn't opening as much as you'd like it to, maybe it's only open that much, but it's not doing it, then you can sit back and accept. Just accept it isn't your door. That will give you peace. That will make you feel so much happier because you'll realize it's not personal. Your soul has ordered this experience for you to measure yourself against. Do I want to keep pursuing that door or shall I just let it open when it's ready? Hi, Kathy. Lovely to see you, darling. Don't forget to share this with your friends and family. It might help them to stop trying too hard. I have a lot of people that tell me, I really want that person to notice me. I really want that job to work out for me. And deep down they know perhaps it isn't their door. But let it open if it's going to. If it becomes easy, and perhaps it's just a timing thing. Perhaps, thank you, Irene. Maybe it's just a timing thing. Maybe the door doesn't open now. It might open later. But you trying to force it open is wasting your time and effort, your energy. And it's only going to have a negative effect because you're trying too hard. You're going to attract, by the law of attraction, more trying too hard. That's the way it works. So sit back, accept. It's not opened yet. It might not. Be indifferent. Be indifferent to your door opening, yes or no, it doesn't matter. Just, you'll know there's another door that's going to open. Never worry, there's always doors opening everywhere for you. So you've only got to think, have I chosen the right one here? Or am I trying to make something happen that perhaps I shouldn't really be trying that hard with? Let it happen naturally. Step back from trying, accept, all that you are is enough. And perhaps look at the talks and just think, well, yeah, I'm my own cake. I know who I am. Maybe do the 3 V's. That's in the orange section of the talks. And realise that I value myself. And whoever I am is enough. So I haven't got to try so hard to go through that door. If it feels good, I'll keep it. If it doesn't, I won't. So look at Measure Up and the Find Your Tribe. They're very good, and the Tea with Nans. So I think I've gone on enough, and you've got lots to play with. But just have a think about that. Have you been trying too hard? Maybe not now, maybe in the past. Let's take a lesson from it. In the past, have you tried too hard to make something happen? Well, don't beat yourself up about it. We all do it. But what you can do is think, I no longer have to push so hard to make something happen. And it will become easier. And you'll attract easier life. And you'll be happier from it. So, 25 minutes nearly is gone, and I think I'll be gone in a minute. But honestly, I hope you have a lovely week, and I hope you really enjoy your homework. And trust your soul journey. If the door doesn't open, it isn't your door. And then your inner child won't take it so personally. And it won't feel like you have to keep trying at something that you perhaps should be keeping your energy inside for something else. So I hope, give yourself a big hug, everyone. I hope you have a lovely week until I see you again. I am going to be doing a full moon meditation, not live, but I will be recording it and putting it on here for the full moon in a couple of days. And I think it might be, I'm thinking of a theme of singing bowl. I think I might do a singing bowl one where you imagine you have one yourself. Well, that would be fun. So I'm going to be doing that. Oh, thank you, Julie. I will have a fabulous week. Happy Monday to you, my favourite day. So I'm going to be doing a meditation. I'll put that up. So when I do that in a couple of days, obviously like, subscribe and share if you're listening on YouTube, and share it with your friends. Make sure they all have a bit of me. It's quite nice. And if I can inspire them, then that makes me happy. Right? So, okay. Another namaste hug. Lots of love to everybody. And I will see you again next Monday at 12 o'clock. So I hope everyone's having a good week and you all stay safe and happy. Okay. Take care. Lots of love. Bye.